Today is August the 24th, 2020, and this is part one of our study of the ministry of Jesus. To understand the ministry of Jesus, you have to understand the land where he spent his entire ministry. It's what we call today the Holy Land. In Jesus' day, it was divided up into three parts. To the north was the section called Galilee. In it was the Sea of Galilee, which is a large lake, and this provided most of the economy for that area. In it were the cities of Capernaum, which was on the north side of the Sea of Galilee, and also in it, to the west, was the city of Nazareth, where Jesus grew up and spent his life until age 30. Now to the southern part was a section called Judea. In it was, of course, Jerusalem, where the temple of God was. Also was Bethlehem, where Jesus was born, and also Jericho, mentioned several times in his ministry. Between the two, between the Sea of Galilee, there ran, out of the bottom of the Sea of Galilee, there ran the Jordan River that ran down and into the Dead Sea. So we have to the north Galilee, to the south Judea. Now sandwiched in between was Samaria. Samaria was a result of an interbreeding. Now, years before, the nation of Israel was carried off into Assyria. The Assyrians transported some other people back into that land, and they intermarried with the remnant of the Jews that were still there. And so the Samaritans were part Jewish and part Gentile. They were not accepted as being Jews. They were despised by the Jews, and the Jews had no dealings with the Samaritans. They would never thought about going into their home or eating with them. So they were sandwiched in between. So here we have the three parts. Now from top to bottom, roughly about 180 miles. And this was the area of Jesus' whole ministry, was here. Now at that time, the Jews were ruled over by Rome. They didn't have their freedom, although they had a lot of freedom, but above them was always Rome. When Jesus was born, there was a man by the name of Herod the Great who assumed the title of king of that area. Great man, evil, wicked, ungodly man, but a great builder. On his death, his sons took over his kingdom, Archelaus to the south, and Antipas up north, and Philip over further to the east. So Archelaus was the ruler in Judea, but he turned out to be pretty bad, so he was replaced. And by Jesus' day, the land was ruled over, not ruled over, but governed by a governor, a type governor. And in Jesus' day, it was Pontius Pilate. The Jews hated the Romans. They did not like the Romans. Although they had a lot of freedom, they could practice their own religion, but Rome was still there, and there were soldiers, Roman soldiers always there. And there were some people that sided with Rome. Some of the Jews sided with Rome, called the Herodians, and then there were some on the other end of the spectrum that hated Rome and wanted to throw Rome off. These were called the Zealots. They went so far as to kill people who were aligned with Rome. So here we have people in Jesus' day. Rome was ruling over the country. They didn't have complete freedom, but they did have freedom to worship as they pleased. They carried on pretty much, but always Rome was always there, and they always despised that. And the Jews always looked forward to Messiah coming, not so much for salvation, but to throw off Rome and get them out from under Rome and to their own independent nation. Well, that's the land where Jesus' ministry took place. So tomorrow we'll just continue on with part 2 of the ministry of Jesus. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day today.